Hi, good morning. Welcome back to MOOC UUM. I would like to continue Chapter 9 with Part 2, the International Monetary System. The International Monetary System refers to the institutional arrangement that countries adopt to govern their exchange rates. A floating exchange rate system exists when a country allows the foreign exchange market to determine the relative value of a currency. For example, the US dollar, the European Union's euro, the Japanese yen, and the British pound. A dirty float exists when the value of a currency is determined by market forces, but with central bank intervention, if it depreciates too rapidly against an important reference currency. And these dirty floats used by China in 2005. The International Monetary System. A fixed exchange rate system exists when countries fix their currencies against each other. Countries fix their currencies against each other at a mutually agreed upon value. Prior to the introduction of the euro, some European Union countries operated with fixed exchange rates within the context of European Monetary System, the EMS. Second is a pegged exchange rate system. Pegged exchange rate system exists when a country fixes the value of its currency relative to the reference currency. Many developing countries have pegged their exchange rates. Now let us look into the history of International Monetary System. First is the gold standard. The gold standard refers to a system in which countries peg currencies to gold and guarantee their convertibility. The gold standard dates back to ancient times when gold coins were a medium of exchange, unit of account, and a store of value. Payment for imports was made in gold or silver. Later, payment was made in paper currency which was linked to gold at a fixed rate. In 1880s, most nations followed the gold standard. The exchange rate between currencies were based on the gold par value. That is the amount of a currency needed to purchase 1 ounce of gold. Then the Bretton Woods system. In 1944, representatives from 44 countries met at Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, United States, to design a new international monetary system. The goal was to build an enduring economic order that would facilitate post-war economic growth. Under the Bretton Woods Agreement, a fixed exchange rate system was established. All currencies were fixed to gold, but only the United States dollar, US dollar, was directly convertible to gold. Devaluations could not be used for competitive purposes. If a country could not devalue its currency by more than 10% without IMF approval. During the Bretton Woods, the two institutions were established. One, the IMF, or the International Monetary Fund. International Monetary Fund was established to maintain order in the international monetary system through a combination of discipline and flexibility. The IMF, requiring fixed exchange rate, stopped competitive devaluation and brought stability to the world trade environment. The IMF lent foreign currencies to members during short periods of balance of payments deficit, when a rapid tightening of monetary or fiscal policy would hurt domestic employment. Second, the World Bank. The World Bank is to promote general economic development. It's also known as International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. Countries can borrow from the World Bank in two ways. One, under IBRD scheme, where money is raised through bond sales in the international capital market, and second, through the International Development Agency, an arm of the bank created in 1960. The collapse of the fixed system. Bretton Woods works well until the late 1960s. Then the collapse of Bretton Woods system can be traced to the US macroeconomic policy decisions between 1965 to 1968. And the Bretton Woods Agreement collapsed actually in 1973. Exchange rate regimes in practice. Today, currently, there are several different exchange rate regimes in practice. In 2006, 14% of IMF members follow a free float policy. 26% follow a managed float system. 28% members have no legal tender of their own. And the remaining countries use less flexible system such as peg arrangement or adjustable pegs. A country following a peg exchange rate system, it pegs the value of its currency to that of another major currency. It's a popular system, peg exchange rate system, in the smaller nations. Adopting a peg exchange rate regime can moderate inflationary pressures in a country. As a conclusion for today's topic, the international monetary system refers to the international institutional arrangement that countries adopt to govern exchange rate. By this topic also, we have learned the history of international monetary system, that is the gold standard and the Bretton Woods. Thank you for listening. See you in the future. Bye from MOOC UUM.